Emmanuel, God is with us. Emmanuel, God is with us. I'm back with another gardening kind of innovative video, retraining the mind so that we can be successful in our backyard gardens. Background data. I have a 20 by 20 foot garden. That is considered extremely small by all accounts. I have boogied into turning the flower bed that goes around the concrete into a berry patch, because you guys, we all know that you want to grow berries somewhere where they are contained. So on the other side of the concrete is a good place. My berries don't have thorns, but still. So I just want to go through the abundance of seeds available in your grocery store, and I'm going to plant out some of my grocery store produce. Not this, but I just wanted to tell you. This is a potato. You see those sprouts on it? Each of those will make you a bunch of potatoes. So if you go to the grocery store, you get some potatoes, they start sprouting. You can grow this potato. Put it in a bucket with some dirt and grow yourself some more potatoes. Okay? So I wanted to tell you, potatoes in the grocery store. This one is viable, and I know that because it's sprouting. A tomato. The seeds in every tomato fruit has its seeds in it. Any seed-bearing fruit that you get at the grocery store, you can grow. That's the only one I have in the house right now, because, you know, we don't get to the store as much as we used to. We're on quarantine, so you know how that goes. But if you get peppers, you want to get red peppers. Whatever kind of pepper it is, you want to get it red or orange or that kind of thing. You don't really want to get green peppers. Those seeds might be viable, but then again, they might be too immature to be viable. Sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are a definite source of growing food. Now here's some odder ones that you might not think about. See that? Poppy seed. So you can, if you have poppy seed, if you make lemon poppy seed things, you might be able to grow something like that. I don't grow poppies, but they have celery seed, onion seed. They have coriander, which is the seed of cilantro. They have a lot of seed. They have whole black peppercorns, coffee beans. The list goes on. In your spice section, I've been told that the best way to do it with the spices is if you get those cheap Mexican bags of spices. Those tend to be fresher, and a lot of people have had a lot of success growing coriander from growing cilantro from the coriander seeds in those little cheap packs that come from Mexico. Also, all the growers seem to have run out of beans. Well, that means you might not be able to get the best green beans, but you can get lima beans, pinto beans, black beans. You can get your shelling beans. Now, if you're buying shelling beans, don't get the baby ones. You want to get the big ones, because these might be immature beans and the seeds might not be viable. If you get peas, you don't want to get split peas. You want to get whole peas. Okay? So I hope that helps you. Oh, another thing. If you pick up one of these when it's fresh, these barbecue seasonings, these have dill seeds. They have pepper seeds, coriander seeds. This is just a hodgepodge of seeds. There's some spices in there, but you can clearly see that it is mostly seeds. So what do they have in there? Yeah, they have chili pepper seeds. They have mustard green seeds, onion seeds. I don't know if they have garlic. They have cumin seeds in there. They might even have some fennel seeds in here, but they've got a lot of seeds in here that you can get your hands on. You know, I'm not guaranteeing that these are all going to be viable. The stuff in the produce section, the fresh produce section, is always viable. With the beans, The big beans are always viable. The big peas, the big cheap peas are always viable. But if you get into things that say baby, I'm not sure about that. And split beans, crushed beans, those seeds are no longer viable. So God bless you. There's my latest tips to get you growing with whatever constraints still exist. So here is a place to get you some cheap vegetables to grow in your garden, and that's in the produce section of your grocery store. With onions, there's long day onions and there's short day onions, and there's an easy way to know if your onion is long day or short day. This garlic was grown in Florida, so as you can see, it's not the biggest garlic in the world. It's pretty cheap, but if it can grow in Florida, it can grow in LA. These onions that are pretty sizable are called perfect sweet onions, and they tell you that they are a product of Mexico, Chile, Peru, and the USA. So this is a world produce variety. This is a short day onion, so I can grow it. These are already fully matured. The next thing they will do is go to seed, and I will eat the greens from this onion when it sprouts, and then after it sprouts, I will get the seed from the onion and grow it out for myself next year. And then this onion here says very clearly on it, product of Mexico. It is a small onion, didn't get very big for them, so they just sold it as a barbecue onion. I am going to let it flower and eat more of the greens as they grow this year. And then after it flowers, I will collect the seed and have my own onion seed. I only need a couple of them. I'm going to eat a couple, and I'm going to grow a couple. And the way you grow onions is so easy. It's hilarious. All you do is put your onion in your garden like that, and it will flower and grow. So it's really easy. Okay? And these won't flower this year. These will flower next year. These are my onion starts that I have over here. So I have some pretty onion flowers, and then I'll have my starts. You know, actually, I think I'll plant these big onions at the other window so that I could see them when I look out. I'm going to plant these smaller onions over here because I want flowers, and that should give enough sulfur to make my bed look really nice. So, you know, this one's a little bit more work because it's not as heavy as the other one, but it'll catch root. Yeah, I'll give it another try another time, but it'll catch root and it'll flower. You know, if I cut the top all the way off, maybe it would flower. Maybe it'll grow another one. Oh, that one stood up good. Okay, and then we'll take this one here, and there you go. So I got flowers and I got onion starts. Nice. Ooh, this could also be saying, you know, onion flowers are a bulb flower, so they're gorgeous. Cheap way to get on onion bulb flowers too. So these onion flowers flower pretty tall. You can see one coming up there. I had one that was even taller than that. So they're really good for the back of the border. And I got my yellow flower here, so that's going to be cute and give me flowers as well. Most onion flowers are white flowers, and I think these will probably be white as well. But these onions are bigger than the onions. I got these onions that are flowering now from the state fair, and they just weren't as big as these. So I'm looking forward to getting some real pretty onions off of these. I'm trying to figure out where to put it. I think I'll put it one here, and then because I want it to kind of protect my my rose bush here, put some sulfur into the soil. I got all kinds of healthy herbs in here. Fennel is in there too. So that, and of course my boysenberries are impervious to crime. And now I'm gonna walk you. That's how you plant them. It's real easy. I'm gonna walk you over here and share my little garden secret. That is a ripe Ooh. That's good. So my flowers are coming underneath, of course. They're gonna start underneath. Okay, but the whole bush should be flowering soon again. This bush flowers like 2 or 3 times a year, and the blooms last a long time. Lovely. Jesus loves you, and I love you with all the Jesus in me. Be blessed, beautiful.